Before we start, I just want to say that the story moves from right to left and from top to bottom. You can see the indications in the pictures from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Right to left, top to bottom, right to left. Angel Densetsu chapter 33, Coffin for the Victor. So last time we saw that Ikuno is on her rampage. She's kicking ass of every single boy in the school. And when this news reached the principal, so he called the Shirataki to have talk with him. What in the world is the meaning of this? Shirataki sensei, I asked you to defeat Kitano Shichiro, not grievously injure a class full of students. Not even Kishadai sensei knows how to deal with this. How are you going to take responsibility? So Shirataki is just standing there with a smirk on his face. He's thinking, what a troublesome daughter. I wonder what happened to her. It's a bit more serious than that, man. We have students that are seriously hurt. So principal is really mad at Shirataki, but he don't give any fucks and he don't care about what principal is saying. So he said, will you call the police and have my daughter taken in for fighting after you explain the situation? That will certainly solve the matter. So Shirataki is mocking the principal. He's suggesting that he should call police on his daughter. Uh, uh, However, who knows if they will believe that a single teenage girl beat up over 10 boys of her age? Won't the police suspect that the boys were having a fight of some kind? Principal is speechless. He's shocked by Shirataki's this statement. Shirataki sensei, you can't be. This is so predicament. I did not intend to cause the school such problems. So now Shirataki is mad. He's saying that he don't want to cause such problems. And principal and the teacher are listening to him. And I haven't been much of a guidance counselor either. I believe I ought to go settle the very matter I was hired for. If you excuse me. So after saying this, he left the room. It seems like now he's serious and he really gonna solve the problem of Kitano by himself. Let's see what's going to happen. So after Shirataki left the room, the principal and the teacher stood there without any words. Ikuno on a rampage. What a simple fool. She thinks she can conquer her fear by striking out at random. She got enthusiasm, but it's employed poorly, and now I can no longer sit back and watch. I must crush Kitano Shichiro. So yeah, it looks like he's serious and he's gonna take the problem of Kitano by himself. And now it's at the back of the school. It's Ryoko and Ikuno. So they're facing each other and fighting each other. They seem quite serious. They both were in their fighting pose. And Ikuno and Ryoko both have this smile of satisfaction on their faces. She is strong. Not only she is fast with quick reflexes, she also used to fighting. And those eyes, above all else. So Ikuno is looking at Ryoko and monitoring her. Ryoko is also making conclusions about his opponent. She is different person from this morning. This is what she meant by getting serious. A sideway pose hiding the median line kobujutsu. Either way, she is obviously no ordinary combatant. I underestimated her. So they both are praising each other and they are kicking each other now. Shoo, shoo, shoo. It's kind of funny how the writer draws this. So they were attacking each other and there is some dodging. The drawing style is really nice. It really shows how they're moving. Yes, I need to watch out for her backhand. The moment it looks like her shoulder's moving, I have to spin free. What? She dodged? Gotcha. So Ryoko was about to get to Ikuno, but she dodged too. They both are fighting really good and they both are attacking and dodging each other attacks. Now Ikuno is coming for Ryoko. Oh! So she tried to kick her, but Ryoko blocked it with her hands. Then they both moved back. Whew! Ouch! A knee isn't going to work from my poor position after a backhand. It was a mistake to show her the backhand earlier this morning. You are pretty tough. And I hear that you beat up over 10 guys on your own. That's quite a feat. There was a time when I liked to fight guys like that over and over again too. I didn't want them to mess with me just because I was a girl. But then I lost a sudden fight and I could no longer tell what was strength and what was not. My opponent was weaker than me, but I was the one who led a sneak attack with a weapon and ended up on the ground. So was he the stronger because I could not use any dirty tricks to beat him? The excuse of the defeated. Right, but there are things you learn from losing. I fight so I will win. There is nothing to gain from losing. That's why I have to show you what it means to lose. So Ryoko is quite serious here. Ryoko really wants to fight and make Ikuno feel that how losing felt. Ha ha ha! And now it's on our favorite character Kitano. Oh dear, I have totally lost her. I could have sworn she come this way. So Kitano is looking for Ikuno. So as you know, the teacher told all the classes that there is a certain person who is harmful and who's attacking people. And when Kitano saw that Ikuno is going towards back of the school, he thought that Ikuno might be in danger. So Kitano is looking for her so that he can save her from danger. And when this hoodlum is lurking about, there's certainly no need to come to a vacated area like this. This is a nice spot. It certainly. So when Kitano was looking around, he met Shirataki over there. It's certainly large enough and lack of people is most excellent. I am so happy you decided to hang out around this school, Kitano Shichiro-kun. So Kitano is a little shocked. Huh, I am sorry. I know you said we shouldn't stick around after school, but there was a girl. I figured you wouldn't make a good opponent, but I don't have the time to play around with you any longer. What? So Shirataki is coming to fight here, and Kitano is trying to explain his situation to Shirataki. But he didn't listen and he attacked Kitano. There is this smirk on this guy's face. He's happy while attacking Kitano. And with his one blow to the head, Kitano fell on the ground. What's sensei? There is no use for us to play diplomatic anymore. I came here to beat you. Huh? What do you mean? So when Kitano is trying to lift his face and try to understand what Shirataki is saying, so Shirataki kicked Kitano right under his chin. Oh, you can jump even from that stance. Oh, interesting. Stand. I know that one didn't hurt you much. I want to test how far I can go. So, Shirataki is punching Kitano and he's not doing anything because Kitano is not sure that what's happening over here. And Shirataki is just testing that can he use his full power against Kitano or not. So he's continuously punching Kitano. Ha ha! And he's smiling while doing this. Excellent! What stamina! Is he trying to? So Kitano is now taking all the attacks from Shirataki, and on the other side, it's Ryoko and Ikuno. They were blocking each other's attacks, they were attacking fiercely. So Ryoko is dedicated on beating Ikuno. And when Ryoko attacked her, I don't believe it. She is so fast. Why you? So Ikuno is continuously trying to kick Ryoko, but Ryoko outsmarted her and made her fall on the ground while unbalancing her leg. So she's on the ground, and while she was trying to get up, Ryoko came to attack her again. But Ryoko missed it. Oh, Ryoko is really serious here, and Ikuno is surprised with this. She is so strong. So now they both are back on their feet and walking towards each other. Ikuno is thinking that will I lose? But Ryoko is totally dedicated in fighting and in giving a good fight. So Ikuno is thinking that no, I don't want to lose. So now there is fear of losing in Ikuno's head, and she's starting to shake. Ah! So in her desperate effort, Ikuno tried to attack Ryoko, and there she made a mistake. Ryoko dodged her attack once again. So now Ikuno lost her calm and she's attacking Ryoko fiercely. But Ryoko is totally calm and she knows what she's doing. So she's dodging every single of her attack. So once Ryoko got her chance to attack Ikuno, she did that and made Ikuno fell on the ground. Oh, I see now. I understand. So by making Ikuno lose, Ryuko made her point clear. So it's time for Ikuno to realize, and she is realizing. She is saying, I was not terrified of him. I was afraid of losing. I felt terror at the thought of losing, and now that I have lost. So, same like when Ryoko met Kitano, Ryoko was so mad that she can't beat Kitano, and she was angry at herself. The same case is with Ikuno. She is so mad at Kitano that she can't beat him. But in actually, she's mad at herself that she can't win. She's mad at herself for losing. So when Ryoko made Ikuno lost, now she is no more afraid of losing. And this is the moment of realization in Ikuno's part. Back to Kitano and Shichiru's situation. Shichiru's still striking at Kitano, and Kitano is just falling apart. Ah, it must be in it. How amazing! So Shirataki is really enjoying the fight. I guess it was a lie that you were a guidance counselor. So Kitano didn't know the situation that why Shirataki is attacking him, and now Kitano is trying to see the situation from his perspective. He's saying, now that I think about it, I should have noticed something was wrong. You asked the student for a cigarette and tried to beat me up in the washroom. You are that hoodlum that hurt all the students, aren't you? So now, so after all this fight, Kitano made a conclusion that Shirataki is the guy who's attacking everyone in the school. And Shirataki is confused with this, that what Kitano is saying. Kitano is still not stopping. That's a horrible thing to do to those innocent people, lying and saying that you are a teacher so you can hurt them. Why would you do such a thing? It hurts to be punched. So now Kitano is really serious and he's really mad at this Shirataki guy. I think he's gonna fight for real this time. Let's see. Thinking you will confuse me by speaking nonsense. Sorry, that won't work on this man. And I'm getting tired of this fight. Let's get it over with. So Shirataki is now tired of striking at Kitano as Kitano is not fighting back. Now Shirataki is going to attack Kitano for the final. So Shirataki got close to Kitano and he twisted Kitano's arm with his arm and got hold of his hand. Kitano was just standing there thinking that what he's trying to do. So Shirataki is saying, the trick you use to block blows is the innate way that you angle your body at the moment of impact. An extraordinary amount of body coordination and reflex allows you to pull over that highest level technique. But if you cannot perform the movements, so we know that when someone attacks Kitano, Kitano moves his body in the direction of attack so that when the attack touches Kitano, he got very less impact from that attack. So when Shirataki holds Kitano's arm, Shirataki tried to block Kitano's movement from the attack so that Kitano can feel the attack. That's why Shirataki is now attacking him. So Shirataki attacked him and made Kitano fell on the ground. Kitano tried to get up again. Oh, but he fell down on his knees. Oh, I can't stand. Weird, I have always been able to stand after being hit. This can't be. So now Kitano is thinking that why he can't stand. So Kitano's movements towards an attack is like an automatic reflex. He don't know that his body is moving to dodge the attack. That's why when Shirataki blocked the body movement and hit Kitano, Kitano seriously got hurt and was not able to get up. But Kitano got confused that why he can't get up because Kitano don't know his power. That was an elbow with an extreme force. You probably can't move in conjunction with all the other blows you received. How can this be? So Kitano is now in a serious thought that why he can't get up. This is the first time it happened with Kitano. That's why Kitano is in shock. And Shirataki is going ahead towards Kitano. Shirataki is thinking, he is confused by the damage. He suffered more than the usual amount. Of course he is. It's the first real blow he's ever taken. So now Shirataki is right in front of Kitano. Kitano was on his knees on the ground and he was not able to get up. Kitano was looking at Shirataki with a face full of blood and Shirataki is smiling. It's over! And by saying this, he kicked Kitano and make him fell on the ground. Now on the other part where Ryoko make Ikuno's fell on the ground, but Ikuno is in peace now and she's getting up again. Are you awake now? You... Sorry, did it hurt? So as soon as Ikuno got up and saw Ryoko's face, she tried to attack her. But then she stopped when Ryoko asked her such a nice question. I see. So I lost. You are strong. I lost entirely. No, you were tough too. Either of us could have lost. Either of us could have won. Huh? I felt relieved when I lost. It felt as though I had always had an obsession with winning every fight I got into. The more I won, the more I became afraid of losing. Then I understood, the moment I lost, that the obsession was taking over my life. So Ryoko finally made Ikuno realize his situation. I won't lie to you. Run away now. So after they were talking with each other, she warned Ryoko to run away, and Ryoko is shocked. Huh? My father will come to destroy anyone who beats me. It will blemish his honor as a martial artist otherwise. He is hired by the school as a guidance counselor to take care of the delinquents that the school cannot handle by itself. And this time, after I could not beat Kitano Shichiro and lost to someone else, he will not take it well. So Ikuno is telling Ryoko to be careful of his father as he is coming to take on Ryoko. Huh? Kitano Shichiro? Why? Why is Kitano-kun? He is our target. It was my job to defeat Kitano Shichiro. Kitano-kun isn't bad boy. He's just a nice normal person. You lie. No normal person could block my attacks the way he did. Well, he is strong. But when I lost, it was Kitano-kun who saved me. He may look threatening, but he's really a very nice boy. So Ryoko is now trying to explain Ikuno about Kitano. And Ikuno is shocked. She is saying, this is hard to believe. But even if it is true, there is nothing I can do about it. My father is much stronger than I am. I don't know what might happen to him. Ever since I was a young girl, my father and I have been bonded by strength and battle, nothing else. So how about with both of us, huh? Huh? If you and I fight together, we might be able to beat your father. And if he loses, he can't blame you for doing the same. So Ryoko now came up with a plan to fight together with Ikuno so that they can beat Shirataki. And Ikuno was a little shocked at first, but then she said, and maybe you should teach your father a bit about losing. Ikuno really liked the idea and she got a smile on her face. You are a funny person. You are not so normal yourself. It's an interesting idea, but I doubt it would work. I don't think the two of us could beat him. He's that strong? Okay, so after a little chit chat, we can say that Ikuno and Ryoko might become good friends with each other. And now back to Kitano's situation. Shirataki made Kitano fall down on the ground and made him lost. Kitano has his eyes closed. This is the first time it even happened. But this Shirataki guy has a smirk on his face and he's saying, well, that's that. I suppose the principal will be happy. I can see why he gave Airi and Kumagi problems. He was tough. If we had time, I could have used him to train up Ikuno, but too bad. She's getting too emotional for her own good. She must be around school somewhere. Where could she have gone to? Shirataki is now going to target Ikuno, but there is a movement in Kitano's body. Kitano moved his hand just a little. Not even hand, Kitano moved his finger just by a little. And when Shirataki looked back, he is surprised as Kitano is standing back on his feet. And Kitano is looking so cool. He's looking awesome and he has this serious look on his face, like he's now ready to fight. He's not gonna take any more attacks. He's getting ready to fight for real. This shocked Shirataki. What? How can you stand? I thought I beat you. You are going to hurt that girl, aren't you? Huh? Kitano is same like always. He's thinking about Ikuno. He's thinking that Shirataki might hurt Ikuno. That's why Kitano is back on her feet just to save her. He's saying He's looking really cool now. His eyes are looking right into Shirataki. I won't let you go. I can't let you hurt a brand new girl who just transferred in. I can't let you go. And Kitano said these words with his serious, scary, smiling face. And this is the starting of a real fight with Shirataki. Unfortunately, this is the end of our chapter. This chapter was really an interesting chapter, but I believe the next chapter would be even better. So I hope to see you guys in next episode. Until then, sayonara. Just to remind you guys, I started a WhatsApp group and I really want you guys to please join in with me in that group. Thanks a lot. See you guys again.